Wayne Carini became a household name through the long-running television series Chasing Classic Cars, a show that introduced millions of viewers to the world of vintage automobiles, barn finds, auctions, and meticulous restorations. For more than a decade, fans watched Wayne travel across the country searching for rare vehicles, negotiating deals, and preserving automotive history. His calm personality, deep knowledge, and genuine enthusiasm made him one of the most respected figures in the collector car world. Yet despite the success of the show, Wayne's journey has not been without challenges. Over the years, his businesses became involved in legal disputes. His longtime friend and colleague Roger Barr faced serious health problems that sparked controversy among fans, and questions began circulating about Wayne's future after Chasing Classic Cars ended. One of the biggest controversies connected to Wayne emerged from a lengthy legal battle involving a rare 1934 Pierce Arrow coupe. The story began in 2010 when Australian collector Robert Richmond sought to purchase the vehicle during a visit to the United States. Because he could not remain in the country long enough to complete the transaction himself, he entrusted fellow car restorer Gary Dixo with handling the purchase, restoration, and shipment of the car to Australia. Richmond paid approximately $98,000 toward the acquisition, believing the process would take only a short time. Instead, months turned into years and the car never arrived. Unknown to Richmond, the vehicle remained under Gary's control. After filing for bankruptcy, Gary eventually sold the Pierce Arrow without Richmond's permission. The car passed through Gullwing Motors before Wayne Carini became involved. Wayne was initially asked only to appraise the vehicle and estimated its value between $100,000 and $120,000. When the opportunity arose to buy it, he purchased the car for approximately $110,000, believing the transaction was legitimate because proper ownership documents accompanied the sale. Later, RM Auctions approached Wayne about purchasing the vehicle. Expecting that his high asking price would discourage interest, Wayne quoted $250,000, but the auction company accepted and completed the purchase. The vehicle was later sold again for approximately $275,000. Richmond eventually discovered the car's location after seeing it listed publicly and immediately began efforts to recover what he believed was rightfully his property. When negotiations failed, he filed a lawsuit in 2018 against multiple parties, including Wayne Carini, F40 Motorsports, Carini Carrozzeria, and Gullwing Motors. After reviewing years of transactions and evidence, the court ultimately ruled in Richmond's favor in 2020, concluding that Gary had acted improperly by selling a vehicle entrusted to him by another party. Ownership was returned to Richmond, while Wayne and the other defendants were cleared of wrongdoing because they had purchased and handled the vehicle without knowledge of the original agreement. Although Wayne was found not liable, the case attracted considerable attention and briefly placed his reputation under scrutiny. Trust is everything in the classic car industry, and even indirect involvement in a legal dispute can raise questions among collectors and customers. Years earlier, Wayne had faced another controversy involving a 2007 Lamborghini Gallardo sold through F40 Motorsports. A customer claimed the vehicle was advertised with a luxury luggage package valued at several $1,000s, yet the package was missing when the car arrived. According to the buyer, repeated attempts to contact the dealership were ignored. Frustrated by the lack of communication, the customer eventually pursued legal action and publicly discussed the matter on an automotive forum. Only after the lawsuit was filed did Wayne reportedly respond, explaining that the luggage had been located. The missing accessories, along with a spare key, were eventually shipped to the buyer, resolving the issue. Although the dispute never reached trial, it generated criticism regarding communication and customer service. While these legal matters attracted attention, another issue involving chasing classic cars created even stronger reactions from longtime viewers. Roger Barr, Wayne's trusted mechanic and close friend, had become a fan favorite over the years thanks to his humor, honesty, and remarkable mechanical abilities. Before joining Wayne's operation, Roger had served in the United States Air Force and later developed extensive experience restoring and racing automobiles. His chemistry with Wayne became one of the defining elements of the show. However, in 2017 Roger suffered a serious leg infection that required hospitalization. Although he returned to work after several months, his health continued to decline and he eventually required additional medical procedures, including knee surgery. A fundraising campaign organized by his family revealed that Roger's financial situation was difficult and that he relied heavily on his mechanic work for income. Reports suggesting that he had not been paid separately for his television appearances surprised many fans and sparked criticism online. Some viewers questioned whether more should have been done to support someone who had contributed so much to the success of the series. Wayne never publicly engaged in the controversy, and Roger himself remained largely silent, choosing instead to focus on recovery and his continued work restoring classic cars. Fortunately, the fundraiser succeeded and Roger recovered. He later joined Paddock Classic Car Restorations in Connecticut, where he remains active in the automotive community even into his late 80s. As discussion surrounding Roger continued, chasing classic cars itself eventually came to an end. After premiering in 2008 and running for well over a decade, the show aired its final episodes in 2021. The series had built a loyal audience by emphasizing authenticity rather than manufactured drama. Unlike many automotive programs, Chasing Classic Cars focused on the history, craftsmanship, and stories behind each vehicle. Rising production costs, changing television priorities, and the natural evolution of the industry all likely contributed to the decision to end the show. Despite its conclusion, Wayne never retired from the automotive world. Instead, he continued operating his businesses, attending auctions, consulting with collectors, and pursuing rare automobiles around the globe. Away from television, family has always remained central to Wayne's life. He and his wife Lori have been married since 1980 and have built a remarkably stable relationship spanning more than 4 decades. Together they raised their daughters and navigated the challenges that come with running multiple businesses while maintaining a public profile. One cause especially close to Wayne's heart is autism awareness. His daughter Kimberly was diagnosed with autism at a young age, and Wayne has often spoken about the importance of supporting individuals and families affected by the condition. Through fundraising events, car shows, and charitable partnerships, he has helped raise awareness and support organizations dedicated to autism services and research. The experience shaped both Wayne's personal life and his charitable efforts, giving him a mission beyond automobiles. Even after leaving television, Wayne remains heavily involved in philanthropy, particularly causes benefiting individuals with autism and their families. He also enjoys spending time with his grandson, introducing him to the same automotive passion that has defined much of his own life. Family outings to museums, car shows, and restoration shops have become opportunities to pass knowledge and enthusiasm to another generation. As of 2026, Wayne Carini remains active at age 71, continuing to buy, sell, restore, and evaluate classic automobiles. He still appears at major automotive events, works with collectors, and oversees operations connected to his businesses. There have even been indications that he may return to television or automotive media in some form, though details remain limited. While chasing classic cars may be over, Wayne's connection to the hobby is far from finished. The lawsuits, controversies, and questions surrounding former colleagues never managed to define his legacy.